Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Code with Surya Official. Today we are going to create a Google Chrome using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. In the top right corner, you will find a sleek menu with icons. And in the center of the screen, we have a search input where you can search for anything like the original Google Chrome. Let's suppose if I search my YouTube channel name Code with Surya Official and click this go search, then you can see it will show the bunch of link. You can see here if I click this Code with Surya Official link, it will redirect to the YouTube channel. Okay, so let's suppose if I search for HTML, CSS and JavaScript by Code with Surya Official, but instead of clicking this Google search button, if I hit the enter key, then you can see again it will show the bunch of link here. So it is exactly looking like a Google Chrome. So this is the awesome project that we are going to build today. If you are new to this channel, then please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you are ready, then let's get started. Now I am in the Visual Studio Code Editor. I have created a folder name is Google Clone. And inside this folder we have a images subfolder containing all the images. Let's create our HTML file. So the HTML file name is index.html. To generate the HTML boilerplate, we need to write exclamation mark plus enter. So it will generate this HTML boilerplate. To check this HTML file, we have to write hello world inside this h1 tag. So hello world, save it. And to run this HTML file, we have to click this go live button inside this Visual Studio Code. So you can see hello world text will be displayed in the screen. So let's dive into the Visual Studio Code again. First remove this h1 tag and inside that we need to create our HTML structure. So for that we need to create a section here. So we have a section tag. Inside this section tag we have to create a header section and a main section. And for the header section we have a header tag. And inside this header tag we need to create a UL. Inside this UL li we have 4 li, so li into 4, and inside this li we have a anchor tag. So press enter, so it will generate this HTML boilerplate. So the first li is Gmail and the second one is images and the third one is inside this anchor tag we need to create a image tag here /images/lab.png. And the last one is again we need to create a image tag and inside this /images/ we need to put this menu icon.png. Save it and check it in the browser. Let me zoom it. So you can see we have this 4 li, Gmail images and this lab icon and this menu icon. Okay. So let's target this main section. So after this header tag we need to create a div and the class name is main. So inside this div we need to create an image tag and the image file name is ./images/google.png and the alternate text also Google. After this image we need to create a div and the class name is search box. Press enter, so it will generate this div with the class name search box. And inside that we need to create a input tag and the type is text and the class name is search and the placeholder is search Google or type URL. And let me close this window so you can see easily. After this input tag we need to create a div and the class name is icons. Press enter, so it will generate this div with the class name icons. So inside this div we need to create another div and inside this div we have to create a image tag and the source is /images/search.png and alternate text also search. And after this div we need to create another div and the class name is mic lens. Press enter, so it will generate this div with the class name mic lens. So inside this we have two images. So we need to create an image tag and here in the src ./images/mic.png and the alternate text also mic. We have to create another image tag and the source is ./images/.png. After this search box div, we need to create a div and the class name is buttons. Press enter, so it will generate the div with the class name buttons. Inside this div, we need to create a button and the button name is Google search. We have to create another button and the text is I am feeling lucky. So save it and check it in our browser. So you can see this is our HTML structure. So this is not looking good. So let's write our CSS and make it colorful. So let's dive into the Visual Studio Code Editor, and here after this HTML file we need to create a CSS file here. So the CSS file name is style.css. So before writing the CSS code, we need to link it from this HTML file. So for that, after this title tag, we need to write link tag. And here, href is ./style.css. So now it is linked. So let's close this window and go to this style.css and start writing our CSS code here. So first we need to target the star. So it is a universal selector. So the margin is 0 and the padding is 0. Box sizing border box. Font family sans serif. Okay, save it and check it in our browser. So you can see there is no margin and padding. Go to this HTML file and here you can see we need to target this section tag. So for that need to write section, and inside this section position is absolute, width is 100%, display flex, justify content, center, align item center, and after this width we need to put mean height here. So mean height is 100 VH. So save it and check it in our browser. So you can see all the section is coming in the middle. You can see all the content is coming middle of the page. So we have two sections. One is header section and the second one is main section. So we need to put the header section in the top and main section in the middle. So let's go to the VS Code again and go to this HTML file, and here you can see we have this header tag. So let's target this header tag. So section header, and inside this header we have to write position is again absolute, top is 0, width is 100%, display flex, justify content, flex end, and padding is 20 pixel. Save it and check it. You can see our header section is coming in the top right. So let's go to this HTML file again and we need to target this UL tag. So for that, inside this CSS file we have to write section header, and after this header we have this UL tag. So we need to target this UL tag. So the display is flex, justify content center, and align item is center. So you can see the menu items in the same line. Next, go to this HTML file and you can see after this UL we have this li tag, section header UL and li, and inside this li list style is none. So basically we need to remove this list from here. So for that we need to write list item is none and margin left 20 pixel. Save it and check it. So you can see this looks fine. So we need to remove this underline from here, and whenever we are going to hover this menu icon, at the time we need to display this underline here. So for that again we need to go to this section header UL li, and after that we have this anchor tag. So you can see here in the HTML file we have this section header UL li, and inside this li we have this anchor tag. So now we need to target this anchor tag, and here we have to write text decoration is none. So save it and check it. There is no underline here. Okay, so whenever we are going to hover this menu icon, so that we can able to display this underline here. So for that we have to write before this anchor tag section header UL li hover, and here again we need to write text decoration is underline. Save it and check it in the browser. So you can see if I hover, then you can see the underline. So this looks fine. So you can see if I zoom out to 100%, so this looks fine. We need to write font size is 15 pixel. So this looks fine. So let's target this main section. So for that we have to go to this index.html file. Below this header tag we have this main class. So this is the main section. So we need to target this main class from here. So we have to write section space dot main, and inside that we have to write width is 700 pixel, display flex direction column, align item center, justify content center. Save it and check it in the browser. So you can see the main section is 700 pixel width. Okay, so you can see, let's suppose if I put some background here, background color is brown color. Save it and check it. So this is the 700 pixel width. Okay, let's target this search box. Okay, so for that go to the HTML file, and here you can see we have this search box class. So let's target this search box class, section space dot main space dot search box. Okay, so here position is relative, width is 100%, and the margin top is 20 pixel. Save it and check it. So you can see it is started from here. Okay, so let's remove this background color from here. Save it and check it. So it is started from here. So the text box is started from this starting of the width. Okay, so let's go to this index.html. Inside this search box div we have an input tag and the class name is search. So let's target this search class. For that, section dot main dot search box dot search. Okay, so here width is 100%, padding is 15 pixel, border radius 30 pixel, and border is 1 pixel, solid has DE. So it is little bit a gray color, and outline is none, and font size is 16 pixel. Save it and check it in our browser. So you can see, so this is our text box. Okay, so this looks fine, but we need to put some box shadow here. So for that, box shadow 0 pixel, 1 pixel, 7 pixel, RGBA 32, 33, 36, 0.28, 0 pixel, 2 pixel, 0.24. Okay, so save it and check it in our browser. So you can see, so this looks fine. So next we need to put this icon to the left side and the right side. Okay, so for that need to go to this HTML file, and here you can see we have this icon class. So let's target this icon class. So for that, inside this style.css, section dot main dot search box dot icons. Okay, so inside this, position is absolute, top is 0, width is 100%, display flex, padding is 11 pixel from top and bottom and 20 pixel from left and right. Justify content, space between, align item center, and pointer events is none. Save it and check it in our browser. So you can see our icon is fixed, but here the search icon is coming in the top of this placeholder. So for that, go to this search class, and here after this padding 15 pixel, padding left is 45 pixel. Save it and check it. You can see it is fixed. Okay, so here what we have to do, instead of writing this two line, need to remove this one, and 15 pixel from top, 15 pixel from right, and another 15 pixel from bottom, and 45 pixel from left side. Save it and check it. Now you can see still it is fixed. Okay, so this looks fine, but in the right hand side this mic and this lens icon is close to each other, so we need to put some gap here. For that, go to this HTML file, and here you can see inside this icon div we have another div and the class name is mic lens. So let's target this mic lens. So what we have to do is section dot main dot search box dot icons, and after that dot mic lens dot mic lens. So let's target this mic lens class. So display flex, align item center, and gap is 26 pixel. Save it and check it in the browser. Okay, so we did a mistake, it is grid area. Okay, so it is a typo, so the gap is 26 pixel. Save it and check it in the browser, so you can see, so this looks fine. Okay, so our search box is ready. So let's target this two buttons, Google search and I am feeling lucky. So let's target these two buttons. So for that, go to this HTML file, and here we have this button class. So let's target this button class. We have to go to this style.css and let's target this button class. So for that, section dot main and dot buttons. Okay, so here margin top is 20 pixel. Okay, save it and check it. So you can see the search box and this buttons have some gap here. So let's target this button tag. So for that, section dot main dot buttons, and inside that we have a button tag. So let's target this button. Margin 0, padding is 12 pixel from top and bottom, and 20 pixel from left and right. Color is has 3C 4043, and background is has F8, F9, FA. Font size 14 pixel. Border none. Cursor is pointer. Border radius 4 pixel, and outline is none. Save it and check it in the browser, so you can see. So this two button is fixed. We need to put some border here. So for that, instead of writing this border none, what we have to do is border 1 pixel solid transparent. Okay, so save it and check it. So here background is not looking good. We need to change this background color F8, F9, F1. Instead of F1, we need to put FA. So it is a little bit gray color. So you can see. So if I zoom it, so you can see easily. Okay, it is just little bit gray color. Okay, so let's zoom out. So this is not looking good, so need to change the color. Save it and check it. So this looks fine. So here you can see the two buttons are close to each other, so we need to put some gap here. So for that, here you can see in the margin we need to put top and bottom is 0 pixel and left and right is 6 pixel. Save it and check it. So you can see this looks fine. Okay, so it is looking nice, cool. So when we hover this button, so we need to put some border here, hover effect to the button. So for that, section dot main dot buttons. Next we need to put button, and here we need to put the hover effect. So border is 1 pixel solid as DE. So when we hover this button, then you can see the border. So let me zoom it so you can see easily. So you can see, so this is a, so when we hover this button, then the border is activate. Okay, nice. So this looks fine. Now we need to implement the search functionality. So if we type here anything and let's suppose if I search from here, Google search, then it will search from the Google. Okay, so for that we need to use JavaScript. For that, go to this Visual Studio Code editor again, and here we need to create a JavaScript file. So the file name is script.js, and before writing the JavaScript code, we need to link it from here, script src./script.js. To check this script file, we need to put alert and here hi, save it and check it. So you can see, so hi alert is coming, so this looks fine, so this is working fine. So remove this code and start writing our JavaScript code here. So for that we need to create an event listener here. So document dot add event listener, and here we need to write DOM content loaded. So when the file is run in the browser, at the time only this file will be loaded. So for that we need to create a arrow function here. Let's target this input tag. Okay, so here we have this search input, so we need to put a ID here, and the ID name is text search, txt search. Okay, so let's target this ID. So for that, go to this JavaScript file, and inside we need to write document.getElementById, and inside we need to target this text search ID. We need to create a variable, and the variable name is search input. So we have created this search input variable and assigned to this input tags. Okay, so next we need to create a button element here. So for that, document.getElementById, and here we need to target this button. So we need to target this button tag. So for that, inside this button tag we have to create a ID, and the ID name is btn Google search. So copy this ID and go to this script file, and inside this paste it here. So we need to target this button tag and need to create a variable, and the variable name is search button, and assign to this value. Okay, so let's close this window. After that, if I write something here in the text box, let's suppose if I write Code with Surya Official, my channel name, and if I click this search button, then it will search in the Google. So for that we need to create a event listener here, search button dot add event listener. We have to create a event here, and the event name is click, and we have to create a function, and the function name is search Google. So let's create this search Google function, const search Google, and it is an arrow function. We need to target this search input variable. So search input dot value, and we have to store it inside a variable, and the variable name is query. Whatever value we are writing in the text box, that value will be assigned to this queries variable. Okay, if the query is not empty, that means if we are writing something, then only we can able to search here, or else what we have to do is we need to write the else condition here. Else we need to show a message in the alert, and the message is please enter a search term. So save it and let's check whether this alert is working or not. If I am not writing anything here, and let's click this search button, so you can see nothing is happened. So let's check in the JS file. So okay, so you can see here, so we have to code this function and put it in the top so that it will work fine. So now save it and check it in the browser. If I am not writing anything here and click this search button, so you can see please enter a search item. The alert message is coming here. Okay, so this is working fine. So let's write the code for this if condition. So if the query is there, we need to search in the Google. So for that, go to this browser and let's suppose Code with Surya Official. So you can see in the browser it is searching this channel Code with Surya Official. Okay, so just copy this URL and close this window, and I'll show you. Twist is here only. Okay, so you can see, so from here after this google.com search query, so you can see after this line we have this search text, so code plus with plus Surya plus official, so it is a search term. So just remove this entire line from here. So we need to put this URL inside a template literal. So code this one and put this template literal here. So backtick and paste here, and after this equal to dollar curly bracket, and inside that we need to pass this query. So whatever content or this search item is coming from the input box, we need to put it here so that the Google search item will be searching for this particular search term. Okay, you can see this is a URL. So what I have to do is create a variable, name it as a URL, and you can see this URL variable is store this URL. Okay, copy this one. Below this line, what I have to do is window.location.href equal to URL. Save it and check it in the browser. So if I search it here, Code with Surya Official, and click this Google search, boom, it will search in the browser. Okay, so if I click this Code with Surya Official, so it will redirect to this official YouTube channel. Okay, so let's back, and here if I search it anything, so let's suppose if I search it for, and instead of clicking this search button, or if we hit this enter key, then also it will search in the Google. So for that, go to this JS file, and what we have to do is we need to create a event listener here. So after this line, now we need to target this input box. So search input dot add event listener. We need to put this key press event, and here we have to create a arrow function, and in this arrow function we need to put event here, event as a parameter, and here if event.key is triple equals to enter, then we need to call this search Google function. So save it and check it in the browser. So let's suppose if I search for Stony Stark, and instead of clicking this Google search button, just click the enter, so you can see it is working fine. So let's suppose again if I am searching for Code with Surya Official and click the enter key, you can see it will redirect to the Google link. Okay, so let's suppose if I am writing HTML CSS by Code with Surya Official, press enter, so you can see we have this HTML CSS JS for beginners. This video file is showing here also, in the below also you can see CSS image hover effect tutorial, and in the below, so create Netflix sign in page, this working perfectly. Cool. This is all about this video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really motivates me. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel Code with Surya Official. Till then, keep smiling and happy coding. See you in the next video.